Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and children of all ages, welcome to the Sit Down. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff because the algorithms need to algorithm. Thank you for joining us again. Today we have Nikki Taylor in the building. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. What part of New York you from?
So I grew up on Long Island, but I live in Manhattan now. So.
Oh, okay. So what brings you to the Sit Down this afternoon?
Just dropped a new single, AWOL. I dropped it on March 17th, and the video is dropping next week. So
Okay. Where'd you shoot the video?
Brings me here. I shot the video downtown Manhattan.
What's the video about? Is it the song is AWOL? I'm thinking Army veteran vibes.
I did get that a bit. It's actually stands for absent without leave.
I see. I'm all the way wrong.
Yeah, a few people thought, they were like, what does that mean? I'm like, it means absent without leave. It's kind of inspired by fake friends. We all have them. People that come in our life and only want something from us and just come when they need us.
Is this something that's prevalent in your life, or is this like something that's fresh?
I feel like it's been happening throughout my life a bit, so.
Give me a story. I want to hear one.
Oh, I don't want to.
Okay. All right, cool. No doubt.
I've just had it happen throughout my life, and so it's just kind of one of those songs. Like.
So what would you describe your sound like?
So my sound is definitely mixed genre. So I am like R&B, hip hop, a little bit of pop, a little bit for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's my sound. It's fun. It's.
Who are some of your inspirations?
So for writing, I really obviously love, artists that tell stories. I was inspired a lot by J. Cole.
Okay.
Good one, loved him. I was also inspired a lot when I first made my EP by Extentacion. Yeah, for the writing styles, and female-wise, I would say Queen Riri for sure.
Okay, absolutely.
I love her. As like who I sound most like, or like
who would you compare yourself to?
I would say I'm between a few, so I would say Doja Cat, Ray, Ariana Grande.
How old were you when you first realized you had this talent?
So I believe I was 12 when I first started like singing. And I feel like most people don't know this, but I actually started singing through like musical theater, off-Broadway stuff.
Hold on. That's very difficult because there's no like takes. It's live all the time. How difficult was that?
It was difficult. It was a lot of memorizing lines and that kind of stuff.
So acting's not for you?
Yeah, I was going to say that acting is not my forte, but I realized that I loved the singing part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I should do that. I should do this. And I, started taking voice lessons and stuff. I was always writing songs, but kind of low key to myself, never really doing much with them. But then I got my start in the industry and I was writing hooks for hip hop artists. And that was kind of how I got my start in. I was 13 then. And then I transitioned and I went over to EDM and I was doing EDM for like 2 years or so.
That's a totally different realm. Yeah.
It's a jump for sure. And I liked it. It was an experience definitely, but it didn't feel like me. It didn't feel like my sound. So then in 2020, I released my debut EP called Siren.
What was the reaction to that?
People really liked it. It was different from the EDM, so I had some of those EDM fans, but I still had some of those hip-hop fans, People liked it, and the EP is touched upon a lot of, topics. So it touched upon mental health, depression, anxiety, addiction, well as self-empowerment and self-love and such.
Do you like making songs that have a message?
I do. Yeah, my EP definitely came from that. So in 2019, I hate to bring the mood down right now.
No, go ahead.
In 2019, I unexpectedly lost my grandma.
Condolences.
In June, thank you, and then my cousin in August.
Condolences again.
Thank you, I appreciate it. That was probably one of the most challenging times of my life because I've never had people that I was so close to just unexpectedly, pass away. My cousin was like an older brother to me, and to not have him around, it really it hurt, and it took a lot to get used to. And so that EP was a lot about dealing with those emotions and about his passing.
So you channeled a lot of the emotion into your music.
Definitely. And that was my reintroduction back into like my own kind of sound from doing EDM was that EP. And I think people were like, wow, this is special. Like people were connecting to it and I was getting messages like, I've been through that. And so it felt good. You know?
Yeah. It takes a lot of courage to be that vulnerable, especially on record, because it lives forever. That's a moment in time that you always go back to and be able to remember where you were and how you were during that moment. So it's like a time capsule for your cousin. That's dope.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. I also did a song on there for him. It's the last song on the EP. It's called B, and that was in a memory of him and kind of the emotions I felt after he passed and kind of what he was going through, trying to figure out my own perspective on it. Sure. And he's actually in the end of that. Like I did a little recording of him freestyling at one of my shows and I put it in the end of that track. So he's on there as well. Yeah, not trying to bring the mood down, but that was just it was a really hard time in my life and
No, listen, we all go through tough times, and as an artist, it's great that you're able to express that through music. So that's a great release valve for you. So we know you're not going crazy, right? What are some of the heights you want to hit with your career?
So right now I'm independent. It's me, myself, and I. Not forever.
No.
Not forever, but you do learn a lot in the industry and you learn a lot through the journey. Right now I'm just looking to get on tour, open. That would be super cool. I've done some shows here in the city and I'm just looking to up that. Obviously a record deal is ideal for me. And then just, connecting and growing my audience and my listeners and just,
Are you outside, as the kids say?
Probably not as much as I should be. But, yeah, I'm outside.
Got you. So where, in an ideal world, next year, what would your life look like? If you had everything go exactly the way you wanted it to be, what would your life look like next year?
That's a great question. I would definitely hope to be on tour. Definitely, doing more interviews and stuff like this.
Oh, when it drops, you absolutely have a welcome back.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. And, award shows and stuff like that. That's kind of where I see myself doing like a bigger collaboration with other artists. I love collaborating. That's where I started. So that's where I hope to be at.
Got you. Well, listen, you have my full support.
I appreciate it.
I wish you the most luck and keep working because it seems that you've got a good head on your shoulders.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm learning. I've learned to enjoy the journey and just everything happens for a reason. And then, after losing my cousin, I'm just like, live life to the fullest because you don't know what tomorrow brings and just enjoy it.
Got you. Well, let them know how to follow you unless you listen to your music before I let you go.
Of course. So my name is Nikki Taylor. You can catch me on all social medias at Nikki Taylor Vibe. But on all streaming services, you can catch me just as Nikki Taylor, NIKKITAYLOR. That's it.
She's outside, you heard?
She's outside.
Thank you for coming, Nikki. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a sit down.
Thank you for having me.